My project was ontogenetic changes, that is varying life stages in temperature preference of Oreochromis niloticus, popularly known as the Nile tilapia. We were studying 4 life stages: fry, fingerlings, juveniles and adults. In literature, it is known that the Nile tilapia has a preferred temperature of 29 degrees Celsius to 30 degrees Celsius. My aim was to investigate the developmental changes that comes with temperature selection and their behaviors throughout the study. For the early life stages, fry and fingerlings, it is stated that because of their need for rapid growth, they prefer higher temperatures. And older life stages alternate their temperature preference. I used a 140-liter horizontal gradient tank that was stationed into 3 zones, A, B, and C, with a 200-watt immersion heater stationed at zone C to create a temperature gradient from 30 degrees Celsius to 23 degrees Celsius, which is the temperatures that the Nile tilapia mostly face in natural habitats or in aquatic or aquaculture system. It was found that the early life stages, fry and fingerlings, prefer to move into 30 degrees Celsius and stay there, irrespective of their feeding status, whether starved or fed to satiation. For early life stages, like the juveniles and adults, they moved to 30 degrees Celsius after some time, especially the adults, which prefer to move there in the late afternoons and to move to the 30 degrees Celsius after being fed to satiation. But then its temperature preference differed. This can be attributed to the fact that it needs to rest, or its metabolic demands were different from that of the early life stages. In the context of aquaculture or aquatic ecology, it can be concluded that the early life stages can be reared in constant temperatures, and the older life stages can be reared in varied temperatures. A typical example is what is done at the Volta Lake, where older Nile tilapias are reared in cages on the Volta Lake, allowing for varying temperatures or the flow of water, and early life stages are reared in hatcheries which have constant temperatures.